Hey yo, how you doing, guys? It's 3 Sip and then boys. It's me, the 1AJ, Anthony Jordan.
It's me, Dan the Tech, the wrestling fan that doesn't watch wrestling.
And as always, I'm Big Toad in the zone. Happy New Year, everyone.
Yes, happy New Year, guys. And I like the way the New Year's starting. It's starting with 3 Sip and then boys, you know. And if depending on some of the videos you watch, you had 5 Sip and then boys. So it's all good, you know. It's not just one thing. So this is awesome. And guys, we talk about end of year. And if you saw our last show, one company ended their show really good. This was pretty much the last show, I think, for many people, this one that we're going to bring up. And what a way to end wrestling for the year. All I can say is Progress Wrestling unboxing. Wow, I've never been to an unboxing. And it's not often you could say, you know what? We'll bring it. I will make that statement. I will give Den the credit of giving his statement at the time he made his statement. Because from top to bottom, this was a card. It was a show. Normally we'll put this plug out at the end, but I'll put it now. If you are not a member of Progress Plus, sign up now and go and watch this. Because if you're a fan of wrestling, you're denying yourself by not watching this show. I say that now, and I will bring it back later on. So for anyone who's unfamiliar with unboxing, I'm going to give a brief rundown of what it is, and then the guys can give their feedback. Unboxing, I wasn't even familiar with, is, I think Chuck Mumbo described it best in one of the pictures that they have on their socials. It's like a Royal Rumble, but it's the entire card. And it's like that in the sense of you don't know who's going to come out. So you know who's going to be involved in the show. You don't know who their opponents are. So it could be, let's just say something wild. You could have had Chuck Mumbo versus TK. Just like that. Sunshine Machine taking on each other. It could have been a mixed tag match of the biggest foes against each other. No one knows. You just walk down the ramp. You hear the next person's music. And that's how the show goes. And my God, did they have some mad matches along the way. I was blown. That's my take on this. Then,
if we had seen this before we made our match card of show of the year, this is a close running for seconds. I'm still in that recency bias thing, so I can't make a educated proper judgment. But right now, oh my God, it's like the entire night. You could have watched the first half and go, I'm good. But there was another half to go. And I went there with a splitting headache. Usually I'll be like, guys, I can't make it. I'm not feeling too good. But I'm so happy I forced myself to get there. Got there and enjoyed every minute. You know, I love to say this. My catchphrase is, then attack the wrestling fan that doesn't watch wrestling. But I don't really watch the TV wrestling, like, you know, the AEW, the WWE. But indie shows, that's my love. Those I watch. And this show, and surprises. And more surprises. I can't even talk about it yet. It's coming up. Yo, what a show. Yo, terrible. We saw the dreaded X again.
yeah.
But this time wasn't as bad. God, we saw him later. But yeah. Wow. Big Tone.
Yeah, again, absolutely amazing. If I look back through this year, the 12 months in it from head to toe, there's three events that we've been to that really, really stand out. Yeah, and one is mentioned within our show of the year, another we just did a video for, and this is the third completing that trinity of amazing, amazing shows, man. Like, this show from head to toe was great. The atmosphere was great, man. I think one thing that Progress has go for it more than any of the other shows. If any show was to embody the spirit of what a UK ECW would be, I think it's this show, man. And the venomous from the crowd, man, just the energy in there, it is great, man. And the matches we got treated. We got treated like, whoa. It was a great way to end the year and a great year of wrestling. Man, what a treat.
I cannot disagree. I really and truly cannot disagree. And so one of the things that Progress have done, do you know the funny thing? I could dare I say every show they've got an international star. And when I look back, I think the first show we went to was Ali. Ali was the standout star. I don't think Twisted Metal had one actually, but definitely in the later end of the year, it had all these stars. So I've met Marina Shafir, I've met Kenta, Trent Seven was another highlight, and El Hijo del Vikingo was
Shelton Benjamin.
You know, I
Shelton
was
That
Benjamin.
was
Of
surprised
course,
you
that
didn't
was.
say
You know what? I
that.
pictured Shelton 100 times in my head. I didn't say Shelton's name. Meeting Shelton was seeing Shelton perform. Big Tone, you missed out on that one. That was
Yeah,
the
man.
night that I think Darius became an even bigger star than he was ever to be. We both missed night one, but there's a moment that I've still not played back. But it's Shelton Benjamin and Leon Slater, and Leon saying that this was like a spiritual father to him is one of the golden moments of wrestling you'll ever come across. But yeah, Shelton Benjamin done a lot for a lot of the people on this scene, and Progress have done a lot. And again, Vikingo, got a chance to do the meet and greet, and you expect someone like Vikingo to come along and maybe be later on in the card, maybe be involved in the Thunder Bastard. Yes, is the name of the show. I'm not going to hold it back. Maybe be involved in the Thunder Bastard, become number one contender. We've seen it. Cara Noir took on Kenta. He's big enough to be maybe a star, main event even. And then you've also got the element where it's his first European show ever. So you think, much later on in the card. Guess what, guys? Match
and
one.
opened.
Kid Lycos 2 takes on El Hijo del Vikingo in a match that I don't care what style of wrestling you like. You just have to sit down, shut up, and appreciate. This is too. I'm going to call them luchadors for the sense of like they both have the high flying skills and know how to use the ropes and what have you. Beauty of a match. Beauty of a match.
One of the greatest thing is, I think first European show you can tell because he's not used to the European fans. When we start chanting for him, and you could see he got blown away. Did you notice that at the start when we were doing it?
Yeah.
I can't remember the chant, but just saying. By the way, we're sitting up on the
Vikingos on
balcony.
fire.
Yeah, we're sitting at the top, and just below us there was these five loudest people ever. And the greatest thing is we were vibing. So it wasn't the case of they were chanting for someone we didn't want. We were all trying for the same people. So when they started the chant, everyone got in. We started a couple of chants, but they owned the night, so give it up to them. But still, the chant, Vikings on fire.
No, I take it back. It was
No.
Viking, go, always believe in your soul.
And
Yeah.
he's like, he looked around, and at first, because he's like, English is not his first language, I don't believe.
No.
But he heard his name, and then see the people's faces, and and he's like, he had to stop for a little while to the point of the referee just went like that, just enjoy the chant for a little bit before we go into the match. But then, yeah, there were some Lycos 2 fans up in the rafters. And once again, that's why we're not a heel fan zone. We're cheering a heel. It seemed like we just want to be opposite to the crowd that night. We were cheering for the same thing the crowd was cheering for, but because everyone was so good, you can't not cheer for Lycos 2. So
No.
we were cheering for Viking Goal, but we also cheering for Lycos 2 because, as AJ said, amazing match, and this is the opener. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of that. Big time.
Yeah, again, as I gotta concur with what everyone's saying. It's an amazing match, and yeah, I'm gonna go a little bit opposite to you. There, I don't think it's a thing that we want to just be opposite to the crowd. I think we just generally want to cheer for who we want to cheer, and no matter if you're heel, face, if we're supposed to be cheering or we're not, man, we're gonna cheer for who we want to, man. And we had to show that respect to both Vikingo and Kid Like Us, because again, Vikingo is the international star, the shiny new Troy that was there. So yeah, he was getting many of the chants. But again, that didn't sit right with me because I think Kid Like Us too is like awesome. And again, what he was doing in the ring was awesome, man. And you know what, man? You just chant for him as well, man. We got to chant for both these guys because these are top tier wrestlers, man. We see the top tier match like start off the show. It was a pity that it ended in injury, but like again, luckily a man was able to walk out like with help, but still under his own power, innit? But like again, man, the match itself up until that point was amazing. I'm sure they're gonna run it back, so there's a definitive winner and whatnot. But yeah, excellent start to the show.
Look, it was one of those things that there were so many moments that in this match, because they've both got that flexibility and that aerial skill, you're going, what have I just seen? My God, how did he do that? And yeah, it comes at the point where you still have to remember there are human bodies there. And it looked like it might have just been a strain on the knee or something like that. And the best bit is, Vikingo was kind of like, I can do this. But, I respect the medical operators on the day who were like, no. Because at one moment, it did look like the match was going to continue. But you know what? One of the things, a definitive win is not always needed. I'm an advocate for safety first. And, the fact that we know, as Big Tone said, we will be able to run it back one day is a blessing. And that's because the right move was called. But an absolute fantastic opener of a match. And, kudos to both men on that one.
You've got to protect him from himself as well, because I know he's feeling like the fans, he can't let the fans down. Trust me, I know you're not watching, but I hope you are watching. You didn't let the fans down. Thank you. Amazing.
Honestly, that is the truth of it all. Loved every minute of it. And
just to add to that little point, everyone stood up, gave an ovation, and said, "Please come back." So yeah, you didn't let the fans down at all.
No, far from. For a first showing, Vikingo, muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. That was it. Okay. Next up was a match that saw us see Sanity come down. Sanity, yes, of NXT fame, but still carried on by Axel Tisha and Big Damo. We saw them both coming down. Yes, is he the Atlas? Yes, he's the Atlas champion. Axel Tisha's there, and for anyone who's not familiar, at the moment, Sanity have a bit of beef with Sunshine Machine, so they're calling out Sunshine Machine, and you're like, ooh, is it going to be that match? Is it going to have a special stipulation? Is it going to be one half of Sunshine Machine? Like, no one knows what comes next with this. We found out that Sunshine Machine aren't there, so Axel is now going to defend the Atlas title, and it was going to be against the biggest. I'm just going to use the word, screw the swearing. If we get demonetized, we get this demonetized. Damo's words were, we want to find the biggest bastard to take you on back there. And lo and behold, the biggest bastard in the arena that night was none other than Big Damo. So it was Sanity versus Sanity, iron sharpening iron. Axel Tisha versus Big Damo for the title. Ooh. Yeah, the fans ate this one up. I want to put this out there, and I don't know if Axel's watching. There was a point where they were like, Axel keeps running into Damo. We may have started a Damo's turn chant, and Axel did go flying. Apologies. We do love you.
The way you looked up at us, man. You looked up at us in pure betrayal. You betrayed me.
No, but with these two, I know it's not a comedy thing, but they gave me joy, because thing is, in a on an indie show, you are so close. They're hearing everything you're saying. So, and the wrestlers are responding to people in the audience. So it's like, Big Damo, slam him. He's like, nah, I can't do that yet, mate. Just that type of interaction made me start laughing. And having Damo, if you notice this match, was the baby face. He just became the baby face, became the cuddly little one that just. I really like this match. The tag team, them not coming out being Sanity. We were thinking, is the third person coming out? But no, but amazing match, a fun match. And yeah, it was written on the cards who was going to win, but you don't know. You actually don't know if it's definitely going to be that person. So yeah, but kudos to them. They put on a good match and a comedy match at that.
Yes. Nah, great stuff.
Well, look, when I basically woke up that morning, man, the last thing that I thought I was gonna end up seeing there was Sanity going against each other one-on-one. Like, this is not something you thought was gonna happen, and it did happen, man. It happened live in front of us, man. Like, and again, they responded to the crowd cheers. They responded to suggestions that some may or may not have liked. Yeah, but again, that crowd interaction made it all that more special. And it also was nice for them to just have that match and like just get up and hug each other afterwards. And it don't need to go any further. It was like a nice friendly fade, if you will. And like after the match was done, everyone was friends again. But I was just grateful to get to see that match, Sanity versus each other, maybe for the one and only time. Yeah, live in person. It was great.
Yeah. No, it was one of those moments, and it's always golden when you see a team can take each other on, shake hands, and walk back out. They left the same way they came in. They came out of Sanity, they walked back up the ramp of Sanity, and nothing but love and props to them. But as you said, they took it in their stride. They took it in their stride. They took every cheer, every jeer, and just made it what it was, and that was that. So we talk about unboxing and the fact that it made a tag team take on a tag team. I don't. If you ask me booking wise, would I have ever done it back to back? No, I wouldn't. I would not have done it back to back. But this moment that came up next was truly magical and golden. It wasn't Sunshine Machine versus Sunshine Machine. It was a cheeky little moment, but yeah. I'm building it up before showing the picture because I should have really built two on this one. What are you saying there, Dan?
No, I'm singing the song Cheeky Little Burgers.
Yes, guys. The implosion of the moment. It was Charles Crowley versus the returning Alexis Falcon. And honest to God, there was this vignette that played before the match. Oh God, talking about vignette. Kudos to Progress when they had the thing in the beginning, their normal Progress video playing, and they had us thinking that the video feed cut out, but it was their take on Gremlins. Kudos to them for that. There was kudos to that. But they played this vignette, and they were like, who is this person? Who is this person for this vignette that played again? And it was the returning Alexis Falcon. And I have to give props to this one little gentleman who was bottom right of where we were, who went up to the ring and started banging the ring as a welcome back. Had I not been on the balcony, I would have joined in. Because Alexis deserved it. And the fans took it in. You could see the emotion on Crowley's face for this moment as well. And it was one of the most touching comebacks I've seen in person, actually. Cara Noir got a hero's welcome back. This was more touching to me, though. This was truly something special.
Yeah, you saw, once again, talking about people coming back and the tears welling up. We talked about earlier with the wrestler getting the UK chant and embracing it. This chant went on and it was loud to the point where crowd is like, should I just leave and leave? Should I just go? It was continuous, loud, and non-stop. It was just amazing. And they went on, and in this match, obviously the returner is going to be the babyface, but we just saw two tag teams who are heels going up against each other, and they pretty much left as faces. Don't know how they did it, but they did it. they did a double turn on themselves.
Exactly.
This one, you had baby faces going up, but one just went, I'm going to play up the heel character, but not just for a little bit, for the entire match. He kept that heel thing going, and the crowd just kept shouting, hug it out. And they but then the heelishness had to come in. It was amazing. And Crowley being Crowley, I'm on a show where I'm meant to talk and describe the match, but all I'm doing is like, I'm making sounds. When you have a good meal, that's what it was. It's like, that match. Don?
Yeah, Charles Crowley here is showing again he is truly one of the best in the UK. He reads the room, he can adapt on the fly. It's like literally just like Rock said to Hogan at WrestleMania 18. He looked at Falcon, is like, I'm the heel. Yeah, because again, he read the room. Falcon got one of, if not the biggest pop of the night. Yeah, and like the people just so happy to see her back. Yeah, and it just was emotional. She's crying, Charles crying. Yeah, like I think the ref might be secretly crying. There's just a lot of tears going around because it was such a nice moment. Yeah, and everyone gathered like the welcome she deserved because when she was first coming out, this booky music came on, and it was like
very Disney in it, very Disney. Like what?
Yeah, very Disney Frozen-esque in it. And then she come out, and man, the pop was amazing, man. And the way these two worked this match was great. I love that Charles not once, but twice, yeah. But everyone's like, hug it up, hug it up. He was the one to like, do the skullduggery, the nefarious memes and whatnot. Yeah.
It's skullduggery.
And you know what? One thing I will say about this match, which was excellent, this match had you on the edge of its seat once it got going, because again, you really thought, who's going to win? Are they really going to make her come back on a loss here? And that's a testament to how good these two are at working a match, man. Because again, like they told a story that we thought that, oh yeah, you normally come in and you automatically think, oh, the returning person, there's no way they're going to lose. There's a lot of times we thought, oh, damn, are they actually going to make her lose? Because I guess on paper, like, Crawley is a much bigger star. So maybe they wanted to keep the momentum going or whatnot. Yeah, but no. Thankfully, Falcon got the win, man. And yes, they did hug it out at the end and ride off into the sunset together, man. Yeah, long live the Cheeky Buggers. Welcome back, Alexis Falcon.
There's one thing. You just said long live the cheeky buggers, but you forgot there's no more cheeky buggers. They ended it. That was the last time.
For now, anyway.
She's sending Crowley on their way to show how much of a star he can be. They came together because there were two single stars not being used. Tag team got used, got bigger, and now they're going back to be the two solo stars. But
they'll run it back.
Not just that. Yeah, once in a while, give you a little shot. But also, something you're forgetting. We're talking about wrestling match. We didn't say the best women's match. We didn't say mixed gender. We just said wrestling match. It was the first ever one-on-one male versus female match on Progress ever.
Oh,
and
I didn't realize.
They mentioned it. They said it in the ring, and there's the first time ever. But once again, because it's what it is, we shouldn't have to think about it going, oh, it's a woman versus a man. Oh, no, it's a wrestler versus a wrestler. And you just heard it. We experienced it. What an amazing match.
Yeah, right. So, earlier, right now, we talked about returns, and that was a big return. But I tell you what, at no point was I prepared for the return that was coming next. Because what came next, guys, was Mark Haskins is walking down the ring with Vicky, and I've been quite fortunate to be chilling with Haskins a bit, and Haskins saw us and acknowledged us, and I was like, yep, doesn't matter who's in the ring, Mark is getting my chant. Haskins for the win. And he's normally a heel in most situations, even at Progress. So I was like, but the fans are on it, even if they're not, as the ministry say, we cheer for who we have to cheer for. And tonight was about Mark and Vicky. It was the Haskins party. And Progress said, oh, you want to play that game? Oh, well, now we play. I cannot believe it, ladies and gentlemen. The Pro Joe student himself returned, and he brought a mirror with him for the first time. Yes. There is not fake. Believe in what I'm telling you. Michael Oku and a mirror.
With the mirror.
Yeah, took on Mark Haskins with Vicky. Now, Amira and Vicky were both managers, but the greatness, the shock, there was no one in the ballroom who believed what went down. It was, huh?
Match three.
Match four.
Was it three? Four? Match four? It was like, yeah. I think this one was, wasn't this meant to be the break and then we went for this match?
This is the match that took us to the break. This is the line I was going to give you. As at the end of this match, Den's words were, if it finished here, I'd be fine. I have said, I would take this. I would take this all day long. Take my money and whatever else. I felt like I felt like I shortchanged progress after this match. Like, this was a match.
I love how Vicky went on the mic at first and praised the mirror, but told her, "If you touch my hand." Woo! So before the match even started, and Oku got, once again, I'm gonna keep talking about the crowd, because Oku got a chant that I swear he was crying. I swear tears was falling down his face, because
On entry,
they must have just the timing. They must have had a giant overrun, because the crowd wouldn't stop again. We just, oh my God, I lost my. We're sitting together and it's like, no. And then he came. You hear the music, but you're still going, it could be a work. They could be working us. It could be a heel coming out going, you think you could. He walked out. With a mirror next to a mirror being a mirror, and Oka, and what an amazing match. And we talked about earlier in the night, we had two heels against each other. We had baby faces against each other, but one played the role of a heel. These are two baby faces, and they just gave us a main event show ender match before the break.
Yeah.
We needed a break after that match. We needed to decompress what we just saw. But yeah, what a match. So,
Yeah, like again, Michael Oku coming out, that might have been like one of the biggest, if not the biggest ovation I've heard since I've been at the Indies. And yes, he was indeed brought to tears, and he deserves it, man. Because again, like you can speculate all you want why he's not in America yet, but I'm just glad he's around and he's proven he's still the premier performer of the UK. And like this proves it, man. He hadn't been in progress in a good 7-8 years, I think was the stat. But still, he come back that night, and again, he got an arousing ovation. I don't think there's much people that could have come back and got a louder ovation that was given to him at that moment. The crowd gave it their all, yeah. And man, the match they had, Mark Haskins and Michael Oku were back and forth, lots of drama. And again, yes, both Vicky and Amira involved. Amira got attacked, poor, bless her heart. Yeah. Lots of back and forth, a lot of teething going on as well. We really did think in it, like this. Is Michael gonna lose? Is he gonna lose? Because again, the job they did at selling, the job they did at like telling the story of their match, you really was on the edge of your seat. So not only did he come back to get that arousing ovation, he also delivered him one of the most stellar matches of the night. Again, you said in it like, "Oh, I would be happy the show ended there." I would concur with that because, quite frankly, that was a main event match. That was a main event match on any card. Like the star power, the way they delivered, what they did in the ring, it was absolutely excellent, man. And yeah, I'm just happy for Michael Oku, man. Continue to build your legend. You are the future. You proved it once again. And a big shout out to Mark and Vicky because again, you two are doing your thing, and that was a top-notch match. Couldn't be more happier with that result.
Got a question with this one. Was this the match we were happy we were in the balcony?
Yeah.
I was happy.
Yes,
You know, I love the balcony, man. I love the balcony, man.
No,
Yes,
the reason I'm saying that is,
but I loved
the
it.
reason I'm saying that, usually, you know, you're in the front row, you're like, yeah, I got a good seat. You don't
Oh,
expect a
God,
shoe
yes,
to come
yes.
to your face.
Yeah.
You don't expect someone to get thrown into you. The first time it
Yes.
happened, people didn't move, and front row got wiped out. You need to know, if you're buying front row tickets, there's no barrier. You are the barrier. So move out of the way if you have to. The second time, people realized and they scattered.
What was we chanting? What was we
We're
chanting?
safe in the
balcony. We're
We're
safe in the balcony. First, the joke part was the crowd down below, the guys are talking about below us, was chanted, we're safe over here, we're safe over here, we're safe over here. Like, and then they got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, all corners got touched in this match.
But like, guys, come on! When you go to these shows, as Dan said, as we've said,
Pay attention.
Run for the hills if they're
Pay
coming.
attention.
Gravity
Look for
does not stop. It doesn't
If you see
matter
the
if
guys
it's
in
through the
reds,
sun or not, man. Move.
if you see the guys in red standing next to you, get out the way.
Yeah.
They're there
At
to
a progress
protect you,
show,
but
the red shirts are not there just to talk to you. Move out of the way.
red shirt. Oh, why are you here? Why is he doing? Why is he running? What's going on?
Red means
By the time you
alert.
rank it out, it's none of that. It's none of that. Be a black guy in a horror movie. Get out. Just go. People are dying. We're getting the hell out of here. Get out.
Can I be real though? Can I be real? I was grateful for being on the balcony for 99.9% of the show. There was a moment where Oku was leaving and he ran back and gave a fan a hug. I was jealous that I wasn't on the floor. I'm not saying we would have got it. I'm not saying we would have got it. But that was a touching moment as well. And I was like, damn, we're on the floor. But
man, I was really happy for that guy, man.
Oh, that guy deserves it.
So much to
He deserves
it. Meant,
it.
I mean, like, yeah, I'm not saying it would have meant a lot to us, but I don't think it would have meant as it did to him. Yeah, like that meant the world to him.
It did.
What was good for us is the fact that we got where we were. The wrestlers were walking out, and as they walked out, they would look around and look up, and they got a couple of heels I'm going to mention later that was walking out, mean mugging. I'm pissed at the world. Look up, show us. Hey, oh wait.
Yeah. I look. When it comes to this match, I didn't get a chance to see Oku in the mirror because the crowd was intermission and end of the show. Everybody's queuing up to see them. Guys, if you do have a chance to see this, you guys are hit-making machines and you need to be protected at all costs, whether it be here or in the US. I was very lucky to catch Haskins as he pulled up to the merch stand at the intermission, and I had to say to him as well, bro, you're a hit-making machine. I've seen him against Slater twice, and it's been nothing but amazing. Seen him in a Thunder Bastard, and he delivers. Yeah, and when you've got two hit makers clashing, you've now got Dave Meltzer worthy hit making match. You know, I want to know how many stars Dave would give that match because it had it all. I can't honestly, and I'm a person who normally mocks the Meltzer scoring system. I can't see anything less than 5 in that match. I cannot. If he wants to go into the 6, 7, 8s, I'm all up for it. But I work by the traditional system. It was a 5-star match. It had every emotion. It had every level of move, whether you wanted rope, whether you wanted ground, in, out, all around. It had it all. Mix of emotions.
Once again, so happy he ended it with the frog splash.
Yeah.
The half crab should be saved for a submission. You have to do a submission because you can't get up to do the thing. That shouldn't be the submission because it's a combination of the frog splash is so devastating. And then now we're going to play with the one leg. No. Finish with the splash. I like the frog splash. The crab could be, you know what? Half crab, you hate the person. You want them to quit. Then you put out the half crab.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, like, again, going back to our interview, the story behind the half crab, it makes sense. But the frog splash, again, looks so much more devastating. And it was great to see him use that. And I think that is his finish. I think he's realized that now. And yeah, Michael, we would have loved to have queued and said hello and everything, but that queue was just too damn big because the star power is just too damn big.
It's too damn big.
Get the chance. But yo, kudos, we're happy you're in progress.
Yeah. I even had to send like a little DM on the thing, like, bro, you blew our minds away. Couldn't see you. And it's just we had to let you guys know. Everybody in that match, thank you.
Everyone, all 4 y'all.
Going back to what you said at the top of the show, guys. Had this been involved in the Ministry of Awards, very, very, very easily a match of the year contender. Very easily a match of the year contender. Yeah, most definitely. So intermission went on, and then we went to no, we didn't. We had a tag team match. This was like,
this is the part where we thought that was intermission. Everyone was like, we need a break. That was intermission. And then we had the 2 wrestlers that came out and went,
Moff Dog came out.
This is where we would have a break. But no, not today. And we're like, oh. And everyone thought, oh, we're going to have another match. We're going to sit through it. We're going to be bored. But, AJ?
Yep, here we go. So it started off with Moth Dog. So if you're not familiar with Moth Dog, that's Session Moth Martina, that dirty dog, Gene Money, and his nephew, Will Cruz.
Great heel.
Great heels. And they start bullying our host, formerly known as Santa Claus, now known as his normal name, Jerry Bakewell. Who comes out to back up Jerry? Good old Simon Miller. Why? Here's why. He's not going to stand back. And you know what? They were having all of this back and forth and all of this tag team talk. It was only right that the tag team champions came out. Yes, the Smoking Aces. Guys, this was the match. Totally unexpected. Moth Dog versus the Smoking Aces versus Simon Miller and Jerry Bakewell. And guess what? The titles were on the line. Anytime you've got Jerry Bakewell, Simon Miller, and most definitely Gene Money, and even Session Moth, you know you're going to be in for a bit of comedy. But this had comedy and talent as well. Like, here's the thing. All of these guys are comedic, but they're talented between the ropes. And a special shout out to Simon Miller, because as I said to him when we saw him at another show, not going to shout out other companies on a Progress show, you're living the dream for us. You're a fan, and you've gone out there and made it happen. And he is really doing well. And I'm so happy to see him as Proteus champ. I was hoping to see him as a tag team champ as well. I love this match. It's the match we didn't know we had the energy for, as Ben said. That's the truth behind this match.
That's literally what I was saying about we thought it was another break. We're done. It's another match. It wasn't a quick match, by the way. It was a good stretch. But you think after the Oracle match, your body's done. You're just going to bear this match and go. The promo kept going. You're like, okay, cool. The match started. They took the crowd. Everyone got energy back from nowhere. How many nut shots was in this match? That should be a quiz.
Yes, the match should be part of a Nutcracker.
Yeah. It should be because the amount of there was low blow, headbutts. It was amazing. And also, the tag team champs, they are. You think, Dirty Dog, they're gonna be comedic. That one's gonna be. They're meant to be just the wrestlers. They got comedic
and
chops
heels
as well.
at that. Plus, major
heels and athletic. I'm gonna go to the top rope and do a backflip because I mean, I wish my vocabulary was bigger than this because I keep just saying amazing, but it's all that came to my head. It was amazing. You know what? I'm gonna change it up. It was awesome.
Hey.
Yeah.
Look, this match had it all, man. It had comedy, intrigue, drama, and yes, we was all tired out, man. We needed to go toilet. We needed to go get a drink. We needed to go out or pass out in the corner after the whole drama of the Oku Haskins match. But man, was this match intriguing and had us on the edge of our seat, man. Like for me, it was the first time seeing Jerry Bakewell actually get in the ring. Yeah. I'm ashamed to even admit I didn't know he was actually a professional wrestler like that. Yeah, that was like news to me. And to be honest, it was great to see. It's always great to see Simon do this thing. He continues to improve. And AJ is quite right. He is living the dream in it for everyone who wanted to be a wrestler. He's made it work and he looks the part. And he's such a nice, humble guy. Honestly, I wish him all the success in the world, man. But man, we gotta talk about Gene Money and his little cohort. They're so entertaining, man. William Cruz is great, man. In the ring, man. He is a guy who I think has got it, man. You're gonna be talking about him the same way you're talking about Bullet, the same way you're talking about what's his name, the big guy in it for
Mulligan.
Mulligan, yeah. You're gonna be talking about him the same way, as those guys, man. And of course, man, Session Moth doing the thing. She's always entertained. When she turned around and told the crowd, "Shush, I'm trying to listen." That was funny. But man, if you talk about all-rounders in the business, man, the Smoking Aces, they've got it. They've got the skill, they've got the charisma, they've got the ability. And again, when the match needed to get serious, of course, they were the ones who took it there. And like we was very fortunate we got to meet them after the match, take a nice little picture, which may be inserted somewhere around here. But man,
Dare
these
I say,
guys are
I'm
lovely
jealous
guys.
because Charlie's belt was off. Nick's was firmly around his waist. So I saw you holding the gold, bro.
Hey, he offered, man, and I'm gonna be like, well, don't mind if I do.
Yo, but
excellent match, man. Like a very entertaining segment to take us to the break.
yo, I gotta say though, watching the Dirty Dogs babyface character, I'm like, ugh, got a shirt from him. I bought one of his shirts because gotta support. But heels, love him.
Yeah,
He's such he is a heel. He should always be a heel. I know it's easy to be a heel, but he plays the heel like I'm a face. I'm not a bad guy type of heel.
G-Money is infinitely more likable as a heel.
And he doesn't change his character. He's just G Money. Like I can't remember someone was trying something, turning around is no.
Also, like Sasha Buff, she kills it in every single role she's doing, man. Like honestly, she really does.
Yeah, she has.
In the Rumble match, I need to find out something. We're gonna talk about it later, but I need to find out where was that other drink.
Well, here we go. Let's not waste any time because intermission went, and then we came back and we had the Thunder Bastard. Yes, guys, kind of similar to a Rumble, but you must eliminate people. I'm not going to do it one by one, but in order of their entry, you had Rain Leverkusen, Kid Lycos 1, Session Moth Martina, Eddie Dennis, Tate Mayfair, Lana Austin, and Michelangelo. Yes. There was a lot to unpack on this. There was a lot to unpack on this match because people come out in intervals, people got eliminated. Lana came out to simply the best. She also got the most eliminations in this match, which was a shock to most people. Then you can ask your question now about the can of beer.
So Sasha Mob come out with a can of beer, dancing, drinking, big up to hit someone with it. Referee took it away from her. You saw the outfit she was wearing. She reached down, rummaged, and there was a second can. Big can. I'm like, damn. Made me feel small. It was so it was a really entertaining part from that. It's so weird to see Tate Mayfair as a babyface. I gotta say, I constantly cheer him because once again, just fans of wrestlers. And when I first see you, you're just a wrestling, right? But I see you see your body of work, I start cheering you more. Rain, killing it. Amazing, killing it. Flexible and then some, because at one point I swear it just crumbled like a piece of paper folded up on the floor. But got up. I'm like, do you have backbones? Because you just some transformer. I wish I got to see the match from the start, but I was trying to get to see August, so I missed a little bit of the start. So I got to be there when Lycos and Rain, they started the match, but just as I came in, the third person was coming out, and the right person won. Let's say that.
Yeah. So
storyline purposes. So, yeah.
Tone, is there anything you want to add before I give it?
No, the match itself, man. Yeah, it had a lot of excellent parts. Ben is right, man. Oh my gosh, it's so weird to see Tate as a baby face, and I don't like it.
I don't know.
I don't like it. I'm happy for him and everything, but I just don't like. He's so good at being a heel.
He's an awesome heel. He's an awesome
that
heel.
Says I'm a heel. Yeah, like literally, this guy was put on this earth. He's put in this wrestling earth to be a heel, and like here he's a baby face. But like I guess there's not much difference between this character, which is that's at least good, isn't it? Yeah. But it's funny, man, because you come out to the same music you use in like a different company, and in that company he's a bastard, man. So it's so weird seeing it. But yeah,
It's weird.
great
There's a
showing
slight twinge.
by all the competitors, man. Like again, like us, man, and they do this thing. Rain, man, yeah, again, she's one of our favorites, man. Always great to see her, man, come out, man. Nico Angelo, man, getting himself disqualified.
Yeah,
But yeah,
him and Connor Mills have some serious beef because we forgot to mention that at the top of the show.
oh yes, Connor Mills, man.
After the end where Vikingo got taken out.
Too.
Yeah, Lycos 2 had the mic, was about to do something. He got a beat down from Mills and Angelo.
Just a beat down, and that was it.
And then Lycos 1 got the same treatment. These guys do not like these wolves, bro. They've got beef.
Lycos Jim getting their ass whooped by Mills and Nico Angelo. Oh gosh. The Angelo. My brain goes straight to the chants. I love the chants. It's like, do you know what it is? Will Ospreay said it the best. Wrestling is for theater nerds.
Yeah.
And we're there. It's like being at a football match, but getting to and saying that the chants the crowds were coming up with. They were every chant I love, I joined in. My head was feeling like it was on split off, but I just loved every minute of the entire night. And it's not even the end of the night, but still loved every minute. This match is a rumble. It's just a rumble, pretty much. But
pins instead of
pins instead of, and elimination with the pins instead of throwing over the top rope. And the little bits that they put in there, like, oh, this person's coming out. And the thing is, being it's what the night was, you don't know who was coming out.
Yeah.
It's not, we don't know when they're coming out. It's we don't know who's coming out. We have no idea who's on this, which made it even better. Right? We start to make prediction. What if?
Exactly. It starts to get, and especially because Oku turned up, we were like, anything's possible tonight. Anything's possible tonight. So going through the pictures.
One step before you move on. I also need to mention once again is that Eddie Dennis, man, arousing, like he has the whole place jumping when he comes out, man. Yeah. Did you mention the winner of
I was just going to run through exactly who came out on the elimination.
Okay.
So it was Rain, Leverkusen and Kid Lycos 1 starter, followed by Session Moth Martina. Eddie Dennis came out. Rain then took out Session Moth Martina with the Lion Tamer, for better and worse terms. Then Tate Mayfair came out, followed by Lana Austin, Nico Angelo. Nico he got eliminated. My notes are got eliminated for attacking Lycos for too long. So that's how much of a beatdown Lycos got. Then you wouldn't believe it. As I said, Lana Austin came out to simply the best. Lana Austin eliminated Kid Lycos and Rain Leverkusen, and then she got eliminated by Tate Mayfair, and it was down to Tate Mayfair and Eddie Dennis, and like this is the whole face turn became because Eddie Dennis has been showing Tate he's better than what he's been as a villain, and that's what it was. So it was mates against mates, and we saw it. It looked like Tate was going to go back to his dastardly ways. He didn't. He pinned Eddie clean, and he now has the key to cash in at any time he wants. And Eddie gave him a statement that says, "I once won the Thunder Bastard. I cashed in on a cheap opportunity. You're better than that. Don't let it haunt you." And yeah, we knew that good old Luke Jacobs had a match later on. Would Eddie cash in? Will Eddie cash in?
Said he might even cash in tonight. Tate said, I might even cash in tonight. Oh,
there you go. There you go. Would he do it, or would he take the words of his good friend Eddie? Time will tell. But before that, guys, we've had, the tag champs, the tag titles was on the line. We know the men's title is going to be on the line. The Atlas title was on the line. The Proteus champ was in the tag team title match. All champs have been involved. And I thought, I've not seen someone. And lo and behold, she came out. The Lady of the Year for Progress Wrestling. Rio came out. And here's the thing. As Rio came out and was there in its unboxing, I'm going to give you guys a preview of what I saw. Because what's coming up next is this. Meiko Satomura, who's on her retirement spell, is en route to she's coming to Progress. So I'm like, hey, this is it. This is that moment. She's actually going to take on Rio earlier than expected. it was a ruse. And who was behind that ruse then? I'll let you make the announcement because it's one of your favorite people.
I saw this coming when Rio was saying, "I've been champion for this many days." I'm like, oh, you sound familiar. This sounds familiar. Out comes Nina Samuels to beat the crap out of Rio, and then said, "You would challenge anyone, anytime, but now you're backing out. Make this attack. Come on, I'm challenging you." So you expect, like, the match is not going to happen and they're going to put it off and start promoting it for the next show. Oh no, the match happened. And you're like, oh, how is she going to battle her way back? Nope, squash, match done. Nina, your new champion, back to 10. 10 belt, back to 10. Instantly went home that night, message, you're back on 10. There's a new t-shirt out. Go look for it. 10 belt Nina. Yo, she's back to 10. Oh my God. It was a beating. It's what?
Yeah, man. As a connoisseur of beatdowns, like
there you go.
was fine wine. That was, man. I love the beating. Look, no one was chanting for Rio to retain a belt at the last program, so I went to more than me in it. Yeah, to a point where the people in front of us looked around like, "That's a bit much, mate." I'm probably like, Rio! But here, I'm sorry, man. Like, look. I love Savage, school degree. I love Nefarious Beans. Yeah, and this was it all rolled into one, man. Nina come out, man. She gave her that 1-2 beatdown, man. Yeah, and then afterwards challenged her. Now, Rio had no one to blame but herself because she should have been like, nah, mate, are you mad? But no, she went in there, tried to be the hero. It did not pay off, but now we're dealing with 10 belt Nina Samuels, man. Nina really is the MVP of the women's indies in the UK for 2024. I'm sure she's going to do the same thing for 2025, man. Long live the new champ, Nina Samuels.
Yeah.
Serena went from purple to red.
She ended a 434-day reign. And she just came in. What is it Kevin Nash once said? We don't get paid by the hour. And Nina was here to prove.
You're running. Ding, ding, ding. Bam. 1, 2, 3. Bam. Yo.
Now, guys, we talk about unboxing and not knowing who comes out next. It was Luke Jacobs, and to my knowledge, I'm not sure if it was advertised, but I was under the impression Luke Jacobs versus Leon Slater. Unboxing said to us, oh, no. We've got more to unwrap. That's only part of the picture. Because after Leon Slater came out, man like the Reese. And it looked like the bell was about to ring, but oh gosh, no. There was more to go. Because Ricky Knight Jr. also made his way down to the ring for this match.
Renovation.
Yeah, it was a big one. We had a fatal four-way for the gold in the shape of these 4 talented young individuals. Luke Jacobs, Leon Slater, Man Like the Reese, and RKJ.
There was one thing from this match. It was anyone but Luke.
Anyone but Jacob.
Anyone but Jacob. But I know I keep making sound effects instead of giving you words. I wish you could have been there to experience it. Actually, you can experience it. There is a way to experience this, right?
Progress on demand.
Trust me, just go there and get this. We were getting that. We were sitting there going, okay, cool. They just keep upping it. Every single night, every single match has just been amazing. Every match was trying to be the match of the night. And then you're like, we talk about what happened before the intermission. We're like, okay, that's it. It could finish now. But then another match came on, like, oh my God, it's so good. Another match came on, oh my God, it's so good. And this one is like, all right, it's a one-on-one. Let's chill. Oh, music is playing. And they gave everyone their full entrance. And everyone vibed to every entrance. Everyone was getting cheered. It was so intense. But going to the match, you had a tag team that kept bugging each other. That was the one thing, they kept bugging. And the athleticism. As usual, when I bring someone new to the show, I say they start off like here, and as the night go on, it grows. This one started here, and it still grew. It still grew. It was, y'all want to talk about the match of the night being the Oracle match because that was a one-on-one. This would be the match of the night for the way they just flowed. Everyone just flowed. It was my turn, our turn. It was 3-on-3, 4-on-4, 1-on-1. I mean not 4-on-4, 4 people. It was just, there was some blood, like a lot of blood. Luke was like, Eddie, you think you can bleed? Yo.
Luke gets inspiration from Ric Flair, I believe.
Yeah.
It's that level.
It didn't dry up. It didn't dry up. Usually like it bleeds for a bit, then it dries. This just kept bleeding. I'm like, how I can end this match so this guy can get some blood inside of him. They must have some blood backstage. But the ground was covered. He was laid out, but then I just keep making sound effects. I'm gonna move over to big tone because I can't describe it anymore. I'm just sound effects. Amazing, brilliant, wonderful, awesome, catchphrase, all those words.
Yeah, like what a main event, man. Like if we're talking about an action-packed card from head to toe, and like it's like I was just thinking after the Oku Haskins match, what are they gonna do for the main? Because that was the intermission main. What is gonna be the main? And you think it just might not be as good, like, which is it's fine. Innit? I'm going home on a high either way. But then, man, you got Jacobs come out. You got man like the Reese come out to a rousing reception, a rousing in it, yeah, like like ovation, and just all around, innit? Everyone's just happy to see him, a true bona fide star there, innit? Yeah. So one of the best coming out, like I would say, literally, not just one of the best in the UK, one of the best in the world, man. Just watch TNA and he proves it every week, man. Like Leon Slater doing his thing, man. Like I was so happy to see him come out, man. Like half of Birmingham was in that match, but still, it was good to see. And then, of course, man, Ricky Knight Jr. also coming out. His stardom continues to build because he got an arousing ovation as well, man. Like again, the decibels was up there for that, man. And yeah, Luke Jacobs, man. He's definitely one of the best heels, man, in this country, man. And people do not like this man. Like when he got like busted up there, I swear I heard a "You Deserve It" chant. Yeah,
yeah, there was.
Man, that's true heeldom right there.
Yeah.
But like, man, the back and forth, the amazing storytelling. Once again, you have the tag team, the brothers in that eventually keep falling out of each other because getting each other's way, have to go against each other. Yeah, I like for a moment it was just Berman versus everyone just beating down like beating down, man. But then of course that someone has to win the match, so they turned against each other and start fighting. And so Ricky Knight Jr. had a lot of great moments in this match, but who should come in there? Who should come in there and by the fairest means retain his title, man? None other than the reigning defending champion Luke Jacobs. He did his thing, and like who should come out afterwards? We was thinking, oh, maybe is he gonna cash it in? Is he not? But no, he come out to set up the next pay-per-view match. And to be honest, it's gonna be a humdinger, man. You're talking about Tate Mayfair's going against Luke Jacobs. That's something I will pay money to see because again, those two are two of the most premier superstars, wrestlers, whatever you want to call them. They are two of the best performers in the UK. The tippity top, yeah. And we're seeing them go one-on-one against each other. I can't wait.
Bro, I honestly, it's not often you get a chance to be in attendance to something like this. And I'm just going to say it now. Progress Wrestling, thank you to reaching out to us and just reminding us that this show was going on. Because the ministry have been to a lot of shows this year, and I think we felt a bit, dare I say, wrestled out. And we were like there, and we got the inbox like, guys, you guys come in. and I would have been a fool. I would have regretted every second, and I think that I, is a collective I, we should I say, would have felt the biggest
100%.
fools from this event. So nothing but love to everybody. Do you know do you know the maddest thing is? I see Mike on the night, and I'm like, Lee's normally here. I didn't see Lee, and I didn't see other faces. That day of unboxing was Lee McAteer, one half of the Progress Wrestling owners' birthday. It was Lee's birthday that day. And that's the show they deliver for us on his birthday. Right? That man was giving us a gift on his birthday. So look, to everybody involved in the Progress team, the ministry have nothing but love for you guys. We thank you immensely. I don't believe they are in the ballroom in January. It's a GCW show. I don't know. I'm sure there's a partnership in there somewhere, but there is a GCW show. But more than anything, guys, what I do want to highlight is that if you are like me, or hopefully like me, you will be down in Manchester for chapter 176 for the Love of Progress 3. It's the after party to the Friday night down in Manchester on February 14th. So I believe there's I can't remember who it is, but that's the Friday night. Progress are there all weekend. I was there last year. Loved every minute of them. I was able to chill with Rob, Drake, and Lana. Awesome people. Got an awesome conversation with Lee down there. Mike is doing bits that you wouldn't even believe. Mike is one of the hardest working men out there. Big shout out to Mad Dog Mike Angus, and the whole team are there. Big props to them. But more importantly, guys, after 176 comes 177 back in the Electric Ballroom, February 23rd, 2025. I've showed you one image already. Meiko Satomura's retirement tour will be stopping off in the UK. She might be looking for revenge on Nina for using her music. I don't know. But more importantly, mention something else. Luke Jacobs, Tate Mayfair's My Own Destiny. The Progress Men's World title is on the line as the Thunder Bastard champion cashes in against the Progress World Champion, and you can see the blood on his face. That is just a part of the image.
Even
that was
in
a
the picture.
cleaned up. That is a cleaned up
Cleaned
Luke
up.
Jacobs from that match. That was not straight after. That's a cleaned up Luke Jacobs. That's how bad it was. Guys, those are two shows that are out there. As I said, there's a GCW show where you may or may not see the ministry. It all depends on schedules and stuff.
They're sold out.
But apparently it's back on. Someone told me just yesterday that they're back up.
Extra tickets. Extra tickets. Go get them now.
Yeah, there you go. So if we can't make it, it's because you bought the tickets before us. That's how much we're promoting the ballroom, and more importantly, we're promoting Progress Wrestling, because you know what, guys? You have to demand progress. I keep calling it Progress Plus. I call it Progress on Demand. Demand progress. Just head on over to Progress Wrestling. There will be a link below. Please, for the love of God, just sign up and pay your $7.99 and watch unboxing. Okay, unboxing curtain call is not a pay-per-view to be missed. There are 3 men. I'm pleading. This one can't even find can't even find words. He's just That one is just the connoisseur of words. He's a connoisseur of beatdowns, and he's telling you there's a beatdown connoisseur worthy. Look, I'm gonna shut up because it's not fair for me to give everyone take thought for everyone else. Just sign up, please. Den, what are you saying?
Hey, well, you're no longer paying for the network. Pay for this. Get it? Watch this card and just go, yeah. Progress. I went up to someone and went, because of recency bias, I can't give you as my best, but I'm going to give it a couple more weeks, a couple months, and then come back. I'm going to have to rethink. I'm still thinking what was my best show of the year, and it went from February till December. It's between that. So, yeah, I'm still thinking about that. What a show!
Look, absolutely, like classic, man. It's diamond tier wrestling show like that we witnessed here, man. Because honestly, we've been to so many shows throughout the year, and I would love to put all of them in our top whatever. Yeah, there's only a few that really make you feel that way, that you could watch this any day, anytime, and that yes, that if you have the opportunity to go out there and pay the money so you can watch it once again, man, it is actually worth it because from head to toe, this show was just amazing. I'm so glad that I returned to the city because I was even out in the city and come back for this. Like I was gonna there was a lot of times when I was kind of like, oh, I'm just like lie and say, oh, you know what, I'm staying up north in it, yeah, for a few more days. But I'm so glad I didn't, man, because I would have felt away if I missed this show, man. This show was brilliant, man. Thank you to Progress. Thank you to the superstars / wrestlers involved, man. And yeah, man.
You know what?
Wow,
Thank you, AJ.
I appreciate a lot of the words and stuff that's said at all times, but I have to at this time honestly just give such a thank. Look, it's something I wanted to say at the end of the year show, and we didn't get to say it. Right? We've done WWE shows and AEW shows and the rest, and look, a bit of a plug, as I mentioned before. GCW is coming to London. It may well be something new to experience. What we have realised, and this is going to all international fans, the British wrestling scene is on fire. Absolutely on fire at the moment. And a show like Progress to close the year, it's a thank you to them. It's a thank you to them and the performers, but between those ropes, because we're not worthy. Like, we don't sit back and talk for an hour and 8 minutes just for the hell of it, you know? There has to be some kind of something to it. And when you've got something as good as what Progress Unboxing was, it's easy to talk this way. You know, here's the thing. Going back to another bit, we talk about how we could have walked away at the end of Oku Haskins. I had lost my voice by Oku Haskins, and I was still able to shout for the main event. It's been a while since I've lost my voice at a show. This one made us do it. So, on behalf of within the ministry, there's this small little bubble known as the Indie Gods. Right? You're looking at them right here. On behalf of the Indie Gods, thank you guys, because we loved every bloody second of it. Not every minute, every second, every microsecond of it. There wasn't a flaw in this show, guys. Not a flaw in this show. So, yeah. And this isn't a-kissing, guys. This is just real facts. I wouldn't tell you. Our reputation's on the line. Our reputation's on the line by telling you to sign up to something and watch it. You know, this is if you indulge in wrestling, this is the one. This is the one.
No. Any endorsement we give out, like, it's not for us to get anything because the majority of the time we're not. It's literally because we feel to, and if we don't, we're not going to. It's as simple as that. These guys deserve it because they entertain me.
Yeah.
And like that is the core reason why I'm a wrestling fan, to be entertained. Life is hard, yeah, and escapism is key. And this was great escapism. This was great entertainment. So yeah, we're just showing our gratefulness.
That's the
I'm
one.
I'm so used to back in the days of going to a show, headache. And then I got used to it and just got calm and there was no more headaches and I was all right. There was a headache on this one. And I was going to the finals. Oh, this is amazing. I swapped sides. It was I couldn't just put my head down. I've been to shows before and I had to go, you know what, I'm not feeling good, I've got to go. Sorry guys, I gotta leave.
Yeah.
That was going nowhere. I wasn't going anywhere. I had to stay for the entire show. Wow, what a flipping that
is fact.
One of the best.
So guys, I'm just going to say this one more time just because it's the only way to close the show. February 14th, For the Love of Progress 3, Manchester Bowlers BEC Arena. And more importantly, if you are down in London and you're not going to make the travel, you have to be there for the big one. My Own Destiny has got Meiko Satomura on her retirement tour. And more importantly, well, I shouldn't say more importantly, but it's a showdown of showdowns because we don't know who Meiko's taking on. Jacobs, Mayfair's Progress title on the line. If you missing, you're not dissing Progress, you're not dissing the ministry, you're dissing yourselves. That's just bottom line on it. That's how serious this is. So until the next time, guys, it's me, the one AJ.
I'm Dan the Tech, the wrestling fan that watched this show.
All right, big toe that episode. Happy New Year, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.